Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year, 2024. It's here, my first video of the year. I'm a little bit under the weather. Wound up catching a cold. Slept with the window open the other night. So I do it to myself all the time. All the time. I just don't learn. I don't learn. So I'm battling that. It's not COVID. Relax. Take it easy. It's not COVID. Anyway, to answer a couple of questions. Where I've been the last 6 months? I've been here. I've been there. I've been all over. But I haven't done any video. I haven't done it. You know, to me, it's just when I came back from that trip in June, not that it took a little bit out of me. It was like, I hate to say it, it was like a little annoying every time I'm doing something. I gotta think about, you know, filming and taking it. It kind of killed the experience a little bit. So I went like on a 6-month hiatus, and I just went and I did stuff. So where'd I go, you maniacs? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I finally got down to Tennessee and I did the Dragon's Tail, which was great riding there. If you're on a motorcycle, you gotta go, you gotta do it. Went down to Norfolk, Virginia. Went there for a couple of days. Went down to DC, did the Marine Corps Museum. Listen, gotta go there. Gotta go. Especially if you're a Marine. You gotta go there. You gotta go to that. A lot of history there. Great stuff there. And me and the wife and my sister-in-law, we actually did the Rocky Mountaineer. Yeah, which was a train ride for 2 days from Denver to Moab. And in between, you wind up stopping one night where they give you accommodations in a hotel. You didn't sleep on the train in the morning, and you continued with the trip, which was good. Listen, I had a good time on that one. Jury's kind of out on it, whether or not I kind of like the whole train thing, that I would go back and do it again. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I don't know if I'd do it again. Maybe if I was doing like a week, one of those trains that they have from in Canada. They go from one end of Canada to the other. Maybe I'd do something like that. But tell you the truth, those trips are expensive. They're not cheap. I mean, those. I found that trip that we did, the Rocky Mountaineer. You know, they were couples, but they were older. They were older than me. So I guess that's one of the bucket list things. I crossed it off mine. So, and naturally, I did the annual Aruba trip in December with some good friends. We had a good time there. So, what do I got planned for 2024? Well, I'm going to get away from the beekeeping. Not that I have so many videos on beekeeping. I really don't. But because of the bike, I want to put more time onto doing motorcycle videos and traveling and stuff like that. You know, when it comes to the bees, I think I'm going to downscale. I mean, I was a bad beekeeper this summer or last year. But the thing with them is you got to have a schedule. You got to be on a schedule with them. And I got to admit, if you missed one of the schedules, kind of hurts a little bit. So I'm going to scale back a little bit of that. Maybe keep like 2 or 3 hives in my yard. I have them here, the hives here in Joe Peep Studio, the lot here. So I may bring them back. They seem to do better in my yard, believe it or not. I think that has to do with the flowers everybody plants in the spring and stuff like that. Here we're in the middle of the woods. They don't really do what I thought they were going to do. But anyway, we're going to get back to the motorcycle videos. 3 places, a couple of places I got planned. Some good video we're going to have is I plan on going to Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas, baby. Going to go over there. Going to do those roads, those trails. We're going to go back down to the Dragon's Tail, Tail of the Dragon. We're going to do that. And going to do the Appalachian trails. or there's a bunch of roads that actually go through West Virginia, Virginia. It's the lower half of Virginia. So I'm going to be doing that. A couple takeaways that I had from the trip in June and the Taylor Drag. I had an epiphany. Oh yes, an epiphany. And the epiphany was Joe Peeps does not like traveling when it's raining. Some guys love it. Don't get me wrong. Don't have a problem with it. I grin and bear it. That's what I do. I really do. And you know what? You really don't really know until you're on a motorcycle on an interstate and everybody's in a rush and they're blowing past you 75, 80. It's raining, right? It's raining. They're not even slowing up. And, the wind, between the wind and the road being wet, the ruts. Let me tell you something. A couple of times I was white knuckling it. I'm not ashamed to say it. Not ashamed to say it. I literally was shitting myself. So that's what I learned from the big takeaway from the trip. So when I came back after Tail of the Dragon, I wound up coming up with an idea. Hear me out. I'm getting a van. I ordered a van. Oh yeah. I went and ordered a 2024 Ford Transit. Cargo van. And my reasoning was, I don't want to get caught in the rain anymore. Oh man, I mean, some guys do it. They don't have a problem with it, like I said before. A couple of takeaways with the van. One, I could start out bright and early and be out later. Go further and farther with the van. Listen, I'm not going to claim to be something I'm not. I only want to do 300 miles on the bike if I can do it. When I went to South Dakota, a couple of days I had 500 miles, a little bit pushing 550. That wasn't that fun. I hate to admit it. That wasn't that fun. So this way I figured with the van I could start earlier and stay out later. Can't do it on a motorcycle. This is my theory of thought. This is my opinion. Only because if you start out too early in the morning, you got to be careful, especially out west. You got to be careful of livestock and animals and deers. I went through friggin' Michigan. That place looked like a war zone. There was deer carcasses all over the place, just being obliterated by friggin' trucks. I tell you, I said to myself, this is insane. This is insane. So you got to deal with that in the morning, and you got to deal with them right around dusk when they come back out to the road to feed. During the day, you don't see them, very seldom, but, they go back into the woods. So I don't want to deal with that. I could go further. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's guys that get on their bikes and do 1,000 miles a day. The Iron Butt guys, I take my hat off to you guys. I'm not that guy. So it could be done. I'm not doing it. I kind of want to travel now in shorts, T-shirt, and sneakers in a nice climate-controlled area. Listen to some music and nice and easy. Take the van, go to places that I want to ride, the particular area, park, set up shop, and go. Plus, it's good too because, hotel rooms are expensive. After a while, you go out for a couple of weeks on these bikes, they get expensive. So if I can manage to throw in a couple of camping days in between, 2-3 days here and there, I can stay out a little longer. So I think that'll definitely work for me. So I'm going to take you along the ride for that, building up the van. Not going to do some of these camper van things. It's not what it's about. It's just basically just to get the bike in. It's a transportation type of thing with some camping gear in it. That's it. That's all it's going to be. As far as video content and when I'm coming out with new stuff, I don't know. It's going to be a hit and miss, but I don't want to feel compelled that I got to get a video out every week like some of these guys do. I know the algorithm and all that good stuff. I don't know. Like I said, from day one, I'm only here to entertain you. That's it. So, with that said, be careful. We're living in a crazy time. You know, protect your family. Look out for those that can't look out for themselves. And that's pretty much it. All right? So until next video, Joe Peeps out.